Hi guys, what's up? Jono Armstrong here from jono-armstrong.com. Today I'm going to teach you how to make landing pages. Now, if you don't know what a landing page is, it's one of these things, okay? It's basically it enables you to capture people's emails, which is one of the most important things that you're going to need in the internet marketing business, because most of it is based around email marketing. So we're just going to be building a simple page like this. When people click on it, then they enter their email. Okay, so there's lots of different softwares that you can use for this, and some of them are quite expensive. For example, Lead Pages. This is one that I do like to use. I'm currently doing a free trial on it. I'm just testing it out, and I think it's around $15 a month or something like that. But you don't really need it, to be honest. Since I've been doing this free trial with Lead Pages, you can make these kind of pages very, very easily for a fraction of the cost, and I'm going to show you how to do it. But before we get into it, I just want to show you some results that I've been having from a split test. So I've been split testing 3 different types of landing pages, and this is something that you're going to be wanting to do as well yourself when you get into traffic and stuff like that, because you want to find out which landing page is going to be capturing the most emails. So what I've been doing is I bought a solo ad from a lady called Sarah Chu. She's in the process of sending me 300 clicks. She sent me 156 so far, and I've been testing out 3 different types of landing pages with the link, which I'll show you how to do later with this software called ClickMagick. But I've been testing out 3 different types of landing pages to see which one converts the best with solo ad traffic. Now, these may not convert as well as they are doing now with other types of traffic, say for example pay-per-click or Facebook ads. They might not convert as well, but for solo ad traffic, these are the ones that I've been testing. Okay, so there's 3 different ones. I'll bring them up now and I'll show you them all. Okay, so this is the first one. It's had a 28% conversion rate, which isn't really that good, to be honest. And this is what it looks like. Okay, it's the exact one that I just showed you before that I made in Lead Pages, but I can make this quite easily on my own, and I'll show you how to do that shortly. Okay, the second page had an even worse click-through rate. It's only 19.3%, and that's a bit disappointing, because I was hoping that this was going to get more conversions because it has my picture on it. Well, the other one does as well, but it might be something to do with the colors or whatever, you know, thing that could be the headline. This is why we split test, because little things can turn people away. Alright, so this is the second landing page, and I can show you exactly how to make this. And then my winning landing page, surprisingly, was the most basic of all, and it's this one here, and it has a 38.8% click-through rate, which is not too bad. I'm hoping to get a bit more. I usually get upwards of kind of 45 to 50%, but it could just be the traffic. But anyway, out of these 3, this one converted the best, and I'll show you it now. See how simple that is? It's crazy. And I actually learned, this is a landing page that I learned from buying a course by Ben Martin called Commission Resurrection, and he showed me how to build these landing pages. I really didn't believe him that they'd be as effective as they are, because they're just so ugly and basic. And he said, you know, people laugh at him for building these kind of landing pages, but after testing it myself, it really does work. So I'm going to show you how you can make these 2 landing pages here, and this one is actually pretty easy, although I don't know how to put a video in the back of it yet using the method I'm going to show you. If you want this specific landing page, then you have to go and sign up on Lead Pages, and you can do it there. But to be honest, it didn't really convert as well as the ones that I'm going to show you. So I'm going to show you how to make these ones here. And they might look pretty complicated to make, but really they are not at all. So you just enter your email in here. So I'm just going to go with this one, enter it, and it'll come up with a light box. Oh sorry, this one actually goes through. This is another thing that I've been split testing. But anyway, this one, let me try this one. This should just go straight through to an email capture page. hopefully. No, it didn't. Sugar. I need to fix that. Actually, it did. Yeah, it captured my email and now it's gone through to here. So yeah, that's brilliant. Right, I'm going to show you how to do it. So what you'll need to do, okay, if you want the expensive way to do it, then you can go and check out a place called Thrive Content Builder. Okay, and most marketers would probably leave an affiliate link in the description and tell you to go and buy it because it's a monthly fee, again, the same as Lead Pages is. But I'm going to show you how you can get this installed for just $6, okay, because I'm a nice guy. So let me just try and bring this up. It's not working at the moment. It's something to do with my internet connection. Just give it a second. This should work. If you're wondering why my beard looks weird, okay, I'm 37 years old, I'm middle-aged, I started getting grey hair, so I've just dyed it, but it's a bit of an epic fail of an experiment because it's turned out really black. So if that's something that puts you off, then tell me, leave a comment in the description or wherever, or email me, and next time I'll wear a reindeer mask. Okay, so here we are on Thrive Themes, and there should be a pricing thing down here. No, there isn't. Not very well prepared, am I? Here we go, our products. Yeah, this is the one. Thrive Content Builder, and you're welcome to pick this up through directly through thrivethemes.com or just search for it on Google. But there should be a price list down here, so I'll be able to see how much money I can save you. There we go. 15 license pack, $147. 5 license pack, $97. 1 license, $67. Right, it's not a monthly fee. It's a one-off fee by the looks of it. Okay, but $67. I'm going to show you how you can get the exact same thing for $6 right now. You just head over to Fiverr, right, and you type in install Thrive Content Builder. Okay, there's a gig that I use on here, which is, it should come up in a second. This one here, this guy he's had 17 installs, he's had 5 stars. He does it within 24 hours, so you just pay him $5. He'll actually offer you for like $20 to install and activate, build a landing page. You don't need to do that because I'm going to show you how you can do it now, and it's really actually very easy. Or $60, he'll give you something else, autoresponder integration. Okay, that is so easy to do, and I'll show you how to do it. So $5, you just go for the $5 package, proceed and have him install that. You're gonna need to have a website to start off with though, and you need to give him you need to install WordPress on your website first, and you'll need to give him your password, your username and password for WordPress, and also your cPanel details. If that sounds a bit technical, then just ask your ask your hosting provider. So if it's GoDaddy or HostGator or whatever it is, ask them where you can find your cPanel details and give them to this guy, and then in 24 hours he'll install it. Okay, so I'm just going to go into, let me just close these down. I'm going to go into my WordPress dashboard and we're going to build one of these pages together. So actually I shouldn't have closed that down. Let me just bring up these 2 examples that we're going to base our landing pages on, because they've been pretty good. Right, so go to dashboard excuse me, and then you go to pages over here and then add a new page. Excuse me. So you whoa add a new page, call it whatever you like. I generally like to keep it short and sweet, so I'm just going to call it LP bonus test. Right, this is just for this bonus example. And thanks, by the way, if you're watching this bonus because you picked up a course through the link in my YouTube review video description, then thanks a lot. Awesome. Okay, so if you didn't see what I did then, I just typed in the name and then I hit update. That's all you need to do. Don't need to build anything down here because we're going to use this button here. And after you've installed Thrive Content Builder, then this will show up on every single page when you go to build a new page or a new post. So you just click on there. It's going to bring up a new page, and this is where we're going to build our page. It's so ridiculously simple to do, and there's even a bunch of templates on here that you can use. So the first thing you need to do, it'll bring up a page like this, or a page with, you know, the current layout of your WordPress site or theme, but we just want to have like a blank page like this. All right, and we can do that right now. Excuse the aeroplane. I live about 5 kilometers from an airport, so you might hear that going over quite regularly. Just ignore it, okay? Nothing to worry about. So once you got this page up, on the right hand side, just under the Save Changes button, you'll have this drop down menu where the first thing it says Thrive Landing Pages. Click on there and you go to Choose Landing Page, and then it's going to come up with a load of options. Now you're welcome to use any of these. I haven't used a lot of these ones because they're just too ridiculously complicated for a landing page or, you know, an opt-in page. But I have split tested these top two. I've split tested one with a video in it, works okay, and I've split tested one with it captures your name and your email address. That works all right. Although, if we're talking about solo ad traffic or PPC traffic, you only really want to be capturing the email address only, not the name, because it's just an extra headache for somebody to have to fill in, and it turns a lot of people away. So we're just capturing their email. So, okay, you just want to choose blank page here because we're going to construct everything from the ground up, and it's so simple to do. So, excuse me, just click on blank page, scroll down, load landing page. Excuse me. Just wait for this to load up. Okay, so we can get rid of this. Don't need this, so just click on the delete, the red X at the top, and the logo at the top. If you've got your own logo, you might want to put that in, but you really don't need to, so click on the red X again, get rid of that. This, we will keep it there because especially if you're using PPC traffic from like Bing or AdWords, this is a must. You need to have a disclaimer, you need to have a privacy policy, because those are a couple of the things that they actually look for, and your ads will get disapproved if you don't have that on your landing page. So keep that in there. Right, the first thing, let me just bring this over here. I can close this stuff down now. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to build this landing page, okay? Very simple to do. I'm just going to bring this over here. So the first thing we need to do is we need to have this text area here. So we're going to, if you go across to the right here under Simple Content Elements, you got Paragraph Text Element. You just drag it across into the box. Alright, and then in here we're going to have our headline, the title for our landing page. So think of an interesting title. Generally, you want to be thinking of, you want to write something that's going to stimulate curiosity. It's also going to have, usually going to have something that you can achieve, and then you need to make it sound as if it's ridiculously simple. Okay, so curiosity, an amount, usually it's money. If you're in the make money online niche, or if you're in the weight loss niche, you're going to have some kind of figure in there that's going to be a bit kind of wow, and then you need to explain that it's very, very simple. Okay, those key things, and then a call to action. All right, so we're just going to go, okay, with a classic. Okay, make $469 before Friday using this simple no, that's a bit too ridiculous. Make it a bit more realistic. 15-minute copy and paste system. Okay, let's simplify this to min. Alright, so we have our figure here. We make it sound achievable. Okay, we have a kind of time, a time constraint, a time deadline. Okay, Friday, using a simple 15-minute. Okay, so it's saying that it's simple to do it, only 15 minutes. Copy and paste system. Okay, so you get the curiosity factor in there. This would be a pretty good headline to use, and I'm sure you've seen stuff like this everywhere. So, and the reason why you see it everywhere is because it just works. So we need to make this bigger. Let's just click on the font size, and let's make it, let's just see what 30 pixels looks like. Alright, that looks okay. Let's bold it. And we need to center it. And we probably need to make the whole thing a bit slimmer, because we want this to work. We want it to be responsive on mobile traffic as well, so we want to make sure our landing page looks alright on mobile traffic. So what you want to do is just click anywhere within the big box here. Okay, make sure you don't click within this box, otherwise it'll be doing stuff within this text area. Okay, so click outside the text area within the big box, and then you want to make the width here, you want to slide this in a bit. Let's go with 750 pixels. Okay, and then, alright, that looks a lot better. Let's just compare it. I think we can make the text a bit bigger actually. So let's go with 35. That's better. Right. Now, the text color, that looks okay. That kind of almost blacky grey. And then we need to highlight it. We need to highlight the main bits. So let's highlight the money. Go over here to the paint palette bit. This is the text color. Now, I've already got my colors pre-saved in here, but what you could do is, okay, let's just slide this to the top, and let's choose a color similar to that kind of turquoisey color that I was using, because that looks pretty good. Okay, it's kind of a greeny turquoise color, a little bit darker. Alright, that looks about right. So you'd click save as favorite color and then click on OK. So you've highlighted that one, highlighted the money, make 469 before Friday. Okay, let's highlight Friday as well, because subconsciously when people scan over this, they're just going to be picking out these keywords that we're highlighting. They're going to be the most important keywords that we want people to read. Using this, okay, simple 50, let's just highlight simple so it doesn't use up too much of this highlighted text. So if you didn't see what I did, I just highlighted it. I'll do it with the next one. Okay, copy and paste, highlight that, go back over to the paint palette, click on text color, and then choose the color on the furthest one on the right. This is the one that we just saved when we did the first one. When we did this 469, we saved the color. So click on OK. That's done. Right, below that, what do we have? So, get my free step-by-step video course below. And I have a picture of myself and my wife over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a column layout. And we're going to use half and half. Just drag that across here, just underneath the writing. And then in the left column, I'm going to have an image. So here we go. On the right hand side, you see the image button. You just drag that across, put it inside the left column, and then we can delete this bit here. Click on the add media, and then obviously if it's your first image, then you need to upload it first. But I've already got it saved in my media library, so I'm just going to insert that into the post. It's a little bit big, so click on it again. And let's resize it here. You can see it's just so simple to use. Okay, that looks about right. So, and then we can drag this across there, about here, I guess. And then, okay, in this column we need this bit of text first. So because I'm giving away a free step-by-step video course as my excuse me, as my lead magnet. So you could, if you're giving away some kind of free PDF guide or a report or a PLR, something like that, you need to explain what it is and need to explain, you know, why people should give you their email addresses. You're kind of ethically bribing people into giving you their email addresses, so you need to give them something in return, and you need to explain what it is, and you need to make it sound good enough for them to think, oh, okay, yeah, I'd like to have that, and I'm willing to give you my email address in return. So this is what you need to write in this bit of text below. So for now, I'm just going to copy that, and we're going to put in a paragraph text element here, put that in the top, and paste it in there. Okay, that turned out alright. And then, let me see. Okay, free is bolded, and this is centered as well. So we need to center that and bold the free. And I think that text might be a bit big. Okay, we can get rid of that. Actually, no, it's not. And let's try and see if we can put it a bit further up. See if we can do that. I think it's in margins and padding. There we go, top. So let's just put that to 0, and that should, yep, there we go. Go to the top now. That looks a lot better. And then, right, the next thing we need to do is put in this email area here. So we go down, and you go down to lead generation, and bring that across, and I need to put it just below this write-in. There we go. So we got the sign up form. Now it's got two input areas here, but we're going to be able to remove one of them later on because we just need to capture the email address. That's all. It's giving me a reminder. It does that. So let's just save it quickly while we're waiting. I just need to check this video is still working properly. Yes, we are. Okay, so what we do next, we just click on this box, and then you need to go to edit components, because I don't like this red color. Going to go to edit components, click on the submit button, and then we need to change the colors, he says. Where do we do that? Oh, there we go. Okay, so button text shadow color, we're going to make all of this the same color as the highlights in our text. So we have that saved color from before. Let's just put that in. And button background color again, let's just put that in. Button background hover, so if somebody hovers over it with their mouse, let's put it to there, and then let's make it a bit lighter so it kind of does change a bit when somebody hovers over it. So let's drag this was all the way up the top before, let's drag it down kind of halfway and see how that looks. Right, that's all done. Let's just check that out. Okay, we can't, we need to actually preview it. But what we need to do now is set it up with our autoresponder. I don't know if you remember that guy in Fiverr, he was charging $60 to connect this, but it's just so ridiculously easy. Excuse the kid going mental outside. So connect with a service, create a new connection. Okay, if this is the first time doing it, this is what you need to do. Create a new connection, and then API. And what we're going to be doing here is integrating this with an autoresponder. So obviously you're going to need to have an autoresponder ready to be able to use this method of landing pages, but I guess you already knew that. So if you already have an autoresponder, I'm using GetResponse, you can use Aweber, they have pretty much every single autoresponder in here that you can integrate it with. So I've already integrated mine, and then you would need to choose the mailing list that you want to integrate this with. So for mine, because I'm giving away my free video course, then I need to be choosing this one, and this is what it's gonna do is when somebody opts in, it's gonna directly put them onto this list. So I already have my email sequences set up and everything, so it's gonna put them onto that list, and they'll automatically be put into the automation. So we've done that. Click on save, and this now is where we need to remove the name bit. Okay, if you want it on, you would click over here where it says display, but I don't want it on, so I'm not choosing to display it. Okay, email is a required field, obviously, because we want people's email addresses. And then after this, you want to be redirecting them to a thank you page, which is either going to be an offer or some kind of upsell or whatever, or you could even redirect them back to your blog, and that's what we're going to be putting in here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is from the drop down menu I'm going to choose redirect to a URL, and then let me just find out the URL of my sales page. So go back over to pages, and once you open it up with Content Builder, then you don't have to worry about, you know, going around to other parts of your sites and looking for other stuff, which I'm doing now. And I just need to find my sales page. I think it's this one. Let me just view it. Yeah, this is the one. So I'm just going to copy the URL there. Okay, close that down, don't need that no more. And then just going to paste it in here. Alright, click save. And that's that. That's all integrated. So whenever somebody enters their email address, that's going to integrate with my GetResponse account, and it's going to put them on that particular autoresponder list. Now, what else do we need to do? We need to put these, okay, we value your privacy, we never spam you. That's very important because people kind of get put off by these capture pages as it is, so you need to reassure them. So grab the paragraph text element, bring it just below here. I'm going to text that in there. We need to make it smaller, so let's try 10, see what that looks like. It's a bit too small. 13, that's better. Center it. Margins and padding we need to be right at the top, so get rid of the top margin here. It's currently at 20 pixels, set it to 0, and that hasn't moved. Let me try that again. Margins and padding, that's weird. Okay, let's just set this to line height, let's set it to 14, so it's just a little bit bigger than our font size. No, that hasn't done anything either. So there may be some kind of setting that we need to use. Paragraph, no. There's sometimes something that says horizontal. Try to clear the bottom bit. Doesn't make any difference. Right, well, that might change when we put our social buttons in there. Let's just try that. Put another text element in there below, and then we'll just write, feel free to spread the word, free to spread the word. Center that. Let's just drag this up so a little bit smaller. Let's go with 15 there. No, 16. It's better. Margins and padding, top and bottom, let's just go 0. And okay. I wonder why that isn't moving, that is weird. Let's just try and put 1 in, see if that, no, it doesn't make a difference. Never mind, okay. The next thing we need to add in is the social buttons down there. So we just go down to, we've gone past it. Social share buttons, and we're just going to go with, custom design. These are the ones here. All right, just drag them up and put them just below there. Now they're a bit big. See if there's another. Okay, font size, let's try that at 17. There we go. Let's make it 15. Right, and then we need to center them. Boom. There we go. That kind of looks... I think I'll make the... Let's try dragging this across a bit, and let's make this image a bit bigger so it fills up a bit more of that space. That looks alright. Pretty happy with that. Now this is obviously a bit wider, so that's why it looks a bit more compact, but anyway, never mind, that's how you do it. Then we need to add in our disclaimer and our contact us page. So disclaimer, let's just highlight over there. Now I'm using a lightbox to do this. You can use a lightbox, you can just do it to a regular URL, but I'm just gonna, okay, for the purposes of this course, let's just do it as a regular URL. So type in here disclaimer. This is going to bring up all the pages that you have excuse me, on your website. So obviously you're going to want to make a disclaimer page somewhere on your website and then link to it there. Let me just check that I open in a new window. You need to make sure that you have a disclaimer page on there. Not so important for solo ad traffic, but definitely if you're going to be running this with PPC, it's essential. Contact us. Okay, let's do the same thing. Actually, just click out there to make sure that we're not cancelling the other link. Alright, contact us. This is going to Lightbox, remove it. Again, open in a new window. Content, we want to search for contact. Okay, contact me. There we go. Inserted, done. Right, that's that landing page done. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Save the changes. Another important thing you need to do after you built it, just to make sure that it's working properly, click on preview. Gonna open it up in another tab. Okay, that looks alright. I usually go to, I have another plugin in here, I can't remember the name of it, but it basically clears the cache of the current page. So I'm purging the current page. This is going to make sure that it's bringing it up fresh every single time. As we've just saved it, then that's what we want it to do. Let's just give it a quick test. So I'm just going to put my email in here, sign up, make sure it's going to my sales page. Yes, it is. So that's that. Job done. Brilliant. The next landing page is going to be even faster to make. So let's just close this one down because that's fine. We're going to be making this page now. So again, go back to pages, add a new page, and then we're just going to call it LP2 bonus course. All right. Click publish. Once this has stopped spinning round and it refreshes, we're good to go. Click on edit with Thrive Content Builder. Okay. Oh, shoot, one thing that I didn't tell you just now. Let me just go back to the page that we made before, because this is quite important. This is quite important. What was the page we just made before? Basically, it's going to show you how you can save the page that we just made as a template. So next time you go in and you're split testing or you're making a new landing page, then it's going to show you how you can save that as a template, so you don't need to make it all from scratch again, which is a real time saver. And this is why I like Thrive Content Builder so much, because here we go. Because it's just so easy. You know, there's a lot of people who are saying, oh, you should go and buy ClickFunnels, and but you can do everything, well, pretty much everything that you can do in ClickFunnels with this software, and it's hosted on your own website. So you don't have to pay $97 per month for a ClickFunnels account. So it's a real kind of life hack that I'm showing you here. Okay. Oh, this is bonus cost 2. Sorry. Bonus test, that's the one. Yeah, so this is just ridiculously easy. So let's let this load up. Now what you'd want to do, before I close it down, I should have showed you how to do this. But what you do is, once you're happy with it, after you've previewed it, before you close it down, you'd go over to this button here, and it says Save Page Content as a Template. So you click on there, and then you give it a name. and I'm just going to call it landing page bonus course. Okay, save that. Right, let's just save it again. Okay, so next time you come in here, this is already going to be ready for you to duplicate. So what we did then is we're on to building the next page. We just made our page title and we published it, and we clicked on Thrive Content Builder, and then it brought up this page. Now go to Thrive landing pages over here, the drop down menu again, choose landing page, and then you're just going to choose blank page again, scroll down, load landing page. It does take a while to load, don't worry about it. Okay, delete this, and okay, I'm going to keep this in for the moment because I'm going to be building this landing page from scratch in just a minute, but I just want to show you how you can load the template that we just made. Okay, so after you've done that, after you've deleted those things, go over to the right, go down to content templates, and find the page that we just made. I think it was called landing page bonus course. Landing page bonus course, there we go. So click on there and watch what happens now. You see, this is all come up. So what you'd want to do in this instance is click on there, and you want to clear the shadow, otherwise you're going to have it like double up like this. So there you go, and then you can just edit the title or edit the picture, edit the button color, or whatever you want to edit. Okay, because that's the essence of split testing. You need to be changing these tiny little things and then testing them against each other to see which one's going to be the winner. So for now, let's just get rid of all of this stuff. In fact, okay, let's clear the shadow. Let's just get rid of all of this stuff because we're going to be building it from scratch again. So let's just move this over here. We're going to be making this. It's literally going to take us 2 minutes to make. So the first thing you need is the headline, free video training, and $287 per day. Again, you're going to want to make this unique to whatever you're giving away as your lead magnet, but this is my lead magnet, so this is what I'm going to be using as my headline again. So having a look, free video training, all in capitals, free video training, center that and bold it, and then we're going to make it, let's make it 35, let's make it 40, and let's make it as black as we can and as ugly as we can. There we go. Now let's make this background width a little bit shorter. Let's go with 950. Right, and then below that we need the other bit of text. Earn $287 per day. Again, you'd want to make this unique to you. Earn, oops, take the caps lock off. Earn $287 per day. Now, if you haven't seen my training course yet, or you haven't bought it, I do have this free video training course, and then I obviously have my paid courses, but this is my lead magnet, and this is what I want people to get, like a taster of it, to see if it's something that they're interested in, and this is what I give away for free. So if you haven't tried it already, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave these two exact landing pages here. I'm going to leave these in a link below. So if you're watching this from the bonus course, then I'm going to leave a link to both these pages below that you can use as your example to base your pages on. And if you actually want to pick up this free training, it's a five part video course. It's absolutely free, and it shows you the basics of what I do to generate $287 per day, and this is what I do every single day. And you'll probably be watching this right now, excuse me, because you got this as a bonus pack from a review video that I did, and this is basically my free video training. Teaches you exactly how to make a professional review video, rank it in Google and YouTube, and stuff that you do on the back end, which I'm not going to tell you about now, but how to integrate it with autoresponder and all that good stuff, so you can actually be earning this kind of money too. And you can start by opting in. But anyway, I digress. You might not be interested in that whatsoever, but if you are, then there you go. You can always pick it up through the landing page below. So let's just make that 0, and this one, margins and padding bottom, we need to clear that as well, so those will look a bit nicer. The line height is way too big. Let's change that to 40. Okay, and this bottom one, we need to change that. Oops, make that 40 as well. Need to space it out a little bit actually. It does look a bit too close together. So bottom, let's put in 10 pixels there, see how that looks. Bit too much. Let's make it 8. Sorry, I'm being a bit of a perfectionist here. That looks better. Right, and then all we need to put in is our email capture bit. You see, it's so ridiculously easy. So lead generation, drag that across just underneath here. Okay, that is a bit wide, so we need to dimensions, form size, let's bring it in. That looks alright. And then we need to center it, and we're going to change the button color as well. We're going to make it, instead of being black, which looks a bit dodgy, we're going to make it blue. So again, I've saved these colors already, as you can see, but you can change it to whatever color you want. And then blue again, but let's make it a little bit lighter so when they hover over it, looks nice. That's it. And then for the submit button, instead of sign up, I want it to say continue here, free to step 2, all in capitals. So continue here, free to step 2, and then I'll put a couple of these arrowy things in there. Let's see what that looks like. Stop. Oh dear. Okay, edit components, submit button, step, continue here, free to step 2. Just compare that. Looks alright. Probably make this font a little bit bigger. So let's go with 13. Let's see what that looks like. No, doesn't look good. It's made it even smaller. Let's go with 25. 25. Move that a bit big. Let's go with 22. Way better. There we go. Is there anything else we need? No. We just need to integrate it again with our autoresponder. I'll just go back just in case you missed that. I might have been a bit quick. Click on here, connect with service. Okay, it's going to load for a second. Create a new connection. API. Excuse the noise, by the way. I live in Jakarta, and if you don't know where that is, that's Indonesia. There's a lot of hustle and bustle going on. A lot of people ride mopeds here, so they go past the front of the house all the time. So just excuse that if it sounds weird. I've kind of got used to it. Okay, I just clicked on something there. Let me just go back and do it again, sorry. Create a new connection, API, next step. Autoresponder, okay, I'm using GetResponse like I said before, and then I want it to go to my free launch jacking course list, starting on cycle day number 0. Save that. We don't need the name bit, okay, and then for the action after sign up, I want it to go to my sales page. So again, let me find that first. Sorry about this, I did have it open before as well. Alright, let's just use this one here. I think this is the right one. Yep, just use this one. Okay, and let's paste it in there. Save it, and we are done. Awesome. So you can save that as a template like I did before, but I've already got all of these saved as a template, so I'm not going to do that. But make sure that you do that before you go and save it. Actually, I'm just going to delete the other one that we made before, landing page bonus course. Going to delete that. Okay, but you would, at this point, before you save it, you'd want to click on this button here, save page content as a template. So you could go ahead and do that. And saved it. Let's just preview it. Perfect. And let's see what it would look like on a cell phone. So what you want to do there is just minimize your screen, minimize your internet bit, just drag it across as far over to the left as you can, and that would be basically what it would look like on a cell phone. So that looks okay. Let me just go back and check out the other landing page. Where is it? This one. Okay, let's do the same. Okay, it's a bit kind of stretched a little bit, but it's alright. Happy with it still. And remember, you need to test your page before you go any further, because the last thing you want if you're spending money on traffic is for a capture page not to be working. So let's just test it quickly. Make sure it goes through to where we want it to go, and it does. Alright, so that is how you make these landing pages that have worked really, really well for me. So these two on solo ad traffic, should I say, these work really, really well. So I'm going to show you what I do to split test these in the software. Right, this is a software that I use. It's called ClickMagick, and basically if you're not using a click tracker and you're paying for traffic, you are losing money. Alright, you want to be knowing exactly where your traffic's coming from, where your traffic's going, how many people have opted in, how many people have gone through to your sales page, how many people have actually bought your product. You want to be keeping track of all of this data. Why? Because it allows you to split test. Alright, if you have two different landing pages, one might convert absolutely crap, okay, like lower than 20%, and one might convert upwards of say 45%, and the only way you're going to know which one is getting you more people signing up is to split test it. You need to split test them against each other. Okay, you might be losing a little bit of money by keeping having the landing page in there that isn't working as well, but at least you're going to know. If you don't have any kind of tracking software, you're not going to know at all, and that's where you're going to be losing money. So, and the same thing with sales pages. I always have 3 different types of sales pages. I change the headline, I change the video, I change the images, I change the text, I change the price points, all this kind of stuff that I'm testing each time. So when I go through, I can see exactly, when I'm buying traffic, I can know exactly which landing page is getting me email addresses, and then I know exactly which sales page is taking people from these opt-in pages. I can know which sales page is actually allowing people or persuading people the best to buy my product, okay? And I can see all the data inside here. So obviously what I do after I bought excuse the noise, after I bought like 600, between 300 to 600 worth of clicks, then I can see exactly which of my opt-in forms is working the best. I keep it, and then I can see exactly which sales page is converting the most people into sales, and then I keep that one, and then I put both of those winners together, and then I start buying like thousands of clicks. And because I know basically that they're going to work, I can pretty much predict my opt-in rates and my conversion rates on my sales. So it's just a game of maths from then on. But the only way you can do that effectively is having a click tracker. So I know I've just gone on a bit of a rant just then about all of this stuff, but just trying to make you understand how important it is to have one of these things. Okay, so I'm using ClickMagick, and for the purpose of this tutorial, then this is what I'm going to be using. If you want to pick up ClickMagick, there's a link below where you can pick this up. Right, so what I'm doing here is I click on the amount of clicks that I have here, and then I can see the 3 different opt-in pages that are converting or not converting. And as you can see, the ugliest one of all, this one here, got me the most conversions, and you can see that by the actions that are on here, and then the percentages here. And this one even got me a sale this morning, which is pretty good. I'm happy with that. So what do you do to be able to do this? All right. Well, you would go to links, and then you would go to create a link, and it would come up with a page that looks like this. Okay, and then you would add in your primary URL, which would be one of these 2 landing pages. And then let me just close that one down and turn this music down a little bit, it's a bit annoying. So you would paste in one of your URLs in there, and then you would click Save Changes. And then this URL you would give to your traffic supplier. Okay, so the person who you're buying your solo ads from, right? And then apart from being able to split test and do all of this good stuff and look at the stats, you can actually see if your traffic is real traffic. There's a lot of solo ad vendors out there that are going to be sending you spammy robot traffic, and that's not going to get you any sales. So you want to make sure that you're actually getting real humans from these traffic suppliers, and this allows you to do that, and I'll show you that in just a second. But first of all, okay, you have your URL that you can give to your traffic supplier, or that you're going to be putting in your Bing PPC destination URL or your AdWords destination URL, or if you're doing video marketing, then this would go into your YouTube description. But obviously you'd want to cloak it first of all, and that's it's not a difficult thing to do, but I really don't have time to explain all of that right now. If you want to know all about that, then please just look me up on Facebook. Okay, my name is John Armstrong 1980 at the end of Facebook. Just look me up on there and ask me about it, and I'll explain it to you. Alright, so what you need to do after you've added your primary URL is you would go over here, to settings, and then you would click on split testing. Okay, and then that would bring up a page where you can enter your other URLs. Okay, which I've got in here. Now this will allow you to put your URL in there and then name it. Now because, okay, this URL, this is an ugly sales page that I learned from a course that I bought from a guy called Ben Martin, and he said it's a really ugly opt-in form, but it converts the best. So this in my unique name, in my URL name, I just called it Ben Sales A. Now why do I call it Sales A? Because I don't have a pre-selling page in between my opt-in form and my sales page. And something that I've been split testing down below is I've had my opt-in form which is this page, and then I have a pre-sales video. I have a sales page which explains to people what my products is all about, and then I have another page which is my sales page. So I put my action pixel on there. Alright, that might be a bit gobbledygook, but you have an action pixel, and then you have an engagement pixel on my sales page, and then I have my sales pixel which goes into JVZoo where I'm selling my product, which tells me on here. So you have action, engagement, and sales. So this tells me when I got a sale. This tells me how many people went from my opt-in form to my, let me start again. So action tells me how many people ended up on my landing page. After they enter their email address, then they get forwarded to a page. Okay, now in the example that I showed you before, this was my sales page. So I would put my action pixel on my sales page. Now, with this second style that I was split testing, with this opt-in page, okay, I have a pre-sales page in between my opt-in page and my sales page, and that's where I put my action pixel. And then on the sales page for this particular split test, I put my engagement pixel on the sales page, and then I put my sales pixel in JVZoo. So I have all of this data here. Right, so I called this one Brendan with pre-sell, obviously because I have a pre-sell step in between that I just explained to you. And Brendan is a guy called Brendan Mace. I had a course by him, and his type of landing pages that converted for him is this type of landing page where you put your face on it, you're kind of branding yourself, you have these social share buttons, and you use this particular color, which is something that converted well for him, and that's something that I wanted to split test here. So you would add all of your landing page URLs, you would hit save, you would go back over to here, and then you would copy this main URL, and then you give it to your traffic supplier. And then what this will do is it will rotate between the 2 landing pages that you made, or the 3 landing pages, and it will distribute the clicks evenly among those 3 landing pages. And what you can do then is you can check your statistics by clicking on TC, which I forgot what that's done. Oh, your total clicks, and then it will bring up so your primary URL, the Brendan page that I just showed you, and the Ben page that I just showed you, and then you can look from the amount of actions that you've had and see which one has been converting the best, which has the higher percentage. Obviously this one for me has 38.8%, so it's the best one. So this is the one that I'm going to be using from now on to capture my emails from solo ad traffic. I think that just about wraps everything up. So you know how to build a landing page for cheap. You can go in and you can build hundreds and thousands of different landing pages now. You're not having to pay a monthly fee like you do with ClickFunnels or Thrive pages if you buy it direct from them. There's also Profit Builder, Page, I forgot the other one. There's a lot of other page builders out there, and most of them have a monthly fee or quite a high one-off fee, upwards of $67. But you can just go over to Fiverr, buy it for $5, get somebody to install it, and then you're well on your way using the information that I just showed you today. If you want to split test, then click up a tracking software. I personally recommend ClickMagick, but you're welcome to use any other ones that are out there. If you have any further questions, again, just go over to my Facebook page, okay, facebook.com/John O. Armstrong 1980. Look me up there and let's have a chat and ask me any questions that you want. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you somewhere on the internet. Take it easy, bye.